The Flyers are an absolute joke. I mean, they had their best game of the entire season last night, and they respond with just an ass-whooping, a 6-0 loss to the Maple Leafs. I mean, they were horrendous. They allowed 4 goals in the first period once again. I think in 7 minutes and 35 seconds they had their 4 goals. Johnsson with a hat trick, just ridiculous plays. Christian Folin throwing pucks into knee pads, turnovers left and right. Nolan Patrick with flybys in the neutral zone. Travis Sanheim not being strong on his stick. Cal Pickard comes in after the shutout he had last night and responds with just a legit slumper. Nothing. We had to yank him out, put Anthony Stolarz in. It could have legitimately been 7-0 after the first period. Stolarz made some big-time key saves in the first period. You're talking breakaways, 2-on-1s. I mean, this Flyers team looked atrocious. They went from the best game we have seen them play so far this season to the absolute worst. And I don't want to hear it was a back-to-back excuse, because it shouldn't be to this extreme. They didn't even look prepared. They didn't look mentally ready. They didn't look physically ready. They were just not ready at all. And it's unacceptable. This team is now 10-11-2. The Maple Leafs end up scoring 2 more goals in the second period to make it 6-0 to complete the game. Dave Haxtell with that stupid look on his face on the bench. I'm so done with it. I'm done with Dave Haxtell. It's ridiculous. This team needs something, and you're not going to make this big trade right now. It's the head coach. It's the head coach. The coach needs to go. It's ridiculous. The team is not prepared. They're not ready to play hockey games. It seems like the coach has just lost the team in general. Claude Giroux, after the game, gets interviewed and says, do I still think we're going to make playoffs? Yes, I do. Well, let's see something. How can you say that right now? 6-0 loss. You spoiled JVR in his return to Toronto. Just ridiculous. That performance is ridiculous, and it's common. We've seen this. We see this consistently. This isn't the first time we've seen the Flyers team let up 4 early in the first period. This isn't the first time we've seen the Flyers team not ready to play at all. I can't believe I just watched a 6-0 game like that, and it was just ugly. Ugly. No effort. Just turnovers left and right. No one playing good hockey. No one's in position. No one's playing physical. This team lacks physicality, which is a statement you never hear from Philadelphia Flyers teams. They lack physicality. I know the game's moving faster, and you can still have a faster young roster and play hard and play physical. We don't do anything. I think our defense is by far the ugliest decor I've ever seen in the history of the National Hockey League. By the way, keep in mind, Garrett Sparks with the shutout. Who? Garrett Sparks? I can't get the first period out of my head. I can't get the Folin hitting the shin pads, allowing a breakaway on the other side. I mean, every single one of Johnsson's goal was 5-hole on Cal Pickard. Stolarz came in and played well. Stolarz came in and played well. But we were on our 5th goalie now through 23 games. And what did I say after we were on our 4th goalie? I said, I know Anthony Stolarz is coming. I know we're going to be at 5 at some point. Hell, we might even be at 6 somehow. That is a ridiculous stat, by the way, that this Flyers team is now on their 5th netminder. It's the same issue year in and year out. But my biggest concern, my biggest takeaway is how consistent is this team not ready to go, not ready to play. And I look at, okay, the Sixers last night, unprepared to play a game against the Cavaliers at home. But they're a good team. They're above 500. We've seen them play the way that they should be able to consistently. We know they're going to be fine. With this Flyers team, how many times now are we allowing 4 goals in the first? How many times now are we doing ridiculous turnovers? Not ready to play at all. The coach is losing the team. He needs to go. He needs to go. Now, it might seem like it, because now I'm saying it seems like the same issues when I talk about the Sixers and the Flyers, but, I mean, it is different, because this Sixers team is actually going to be fine, even though we've seen some, turnover games, some late leads given up. It's different with the Sixers. This Flyers team is just blowing up, and it's horrendous. 6-0. 4 goals in 7 minutes and 35 seconds. A hat trick allowed in the first period. After we just played our best game. It makes me sick. It makes me want to vomit. Let me know your thoughts down below.